Hi, in this video we're going to go over the Cora Road Map in the output file. So the first thing I'd like to point out are the match words. So Cora will give you the variant match terms that Google makes bold in the search results. So we collect those, and whenever we refer to keywords or match words, we mean any combination of these terms. The exception to the rule is when a factor talks about search terms, then we only mean the specific search term used for making the report. But whenever it says keywords or any references to match words, it means any combination of these words. And then the tracked URL, if you had one, and in most cases you will have a tracked URL, and this will show you which URL was matched. And the track domains, which is how you get this, you enter the domains in the domains button. It'll find the best ranking URL for your target search term, and it will tune the report to that. So the next thing you'll see are the stories. So down below we have the roadmap where we have each factor. Well, each factor is categorized into a specific area, and we count up how many factors in the roadmap are in each of those categories, and those are our stories. And so we give you an idea of what the roadmap is going over. So 15% are factors that weren't categorized, 14% of the things in your roadmap are about tuning your heading. So we can kind of say loosely that what we need to do here is tune our headings, tune our metadata, tune our schema, and then maybe come back to some of these other ones. So if you need to speak in general terms about what the roadmap is telling you to do without getting into specific factors, this is where you can get that kind of information. Then we tell you about how the report was run. So it was run using the practical maximum deficit strategy. We went against the desktop index. We didn't use a specific country or a language. So next we get into the roadmap where we have each factor and the recommendation for how to be competitive based on the practical maximum. So the yellow factors are considered the easy ones to knock out. The reason they're considered easy is because they don't require web development, they don't require link building, they don't require server reconfiguration. So with these factors, you typically, not in all cases, but in most cases, you can log into your content management system and just modify the content and address them quickly. So we often recommend that you knock out, the easy ones from this list. So if you can take 5 or 10 of these yellow ones and just knock them out, it's very likely that you'll get a quick result, especially if your website's in good standing with Google and Googlebot is visiting frequently to find changes. We've had customers that have had turnarounds of like 48 hours. To see ranking improvements. So it can be that quickly, if things are in a decent state. It's not always that case, but you should certainly try. And the name of the game is to get the improved rankings with the least expense of time, effort, and money. So I definitely recommend you knock out the easy ones first, see if you can get a quick result. You can always do a second pass later. And again, whenever you see keywords in these factor names, we mean any combination of these variant terms. Now, whenever you see search terms, let's see if we can find one of those. They're not in every report, but here we go. Search terms in the body tag, then we specifically mean the keyword you use to generate the report. And another thing to keep in mind is we have things like keywords and LI tags. Cora tells you how much you need of each factor. It does not tell you how best to do it. So LI tags are used for a lot of things. They're used in jQuery menu systems, they're used in product tokens, and they're used in actual HTML lists within articles and things of that nature. So you still need an SEO to tell you how best to achieve these changes. And this might mean that you need to tune your navigation. It might mean that you need to add more products per page in your categories. It might mean that you need to add an HTML list to an article, or a combination of all three of those things. So you still need an SEO to tell you how best to do it. You just have to remember that Cora is telling you how much you need, not how best to do it. Another thing to keep in mind is that things like this, keywords and H2 tags, add 4 more. That does not necessarily mean you need to add 4 more H2 tags. It means you need 4 more of your variant match words, of which you have a lot to choose from, in your headings. So you could do that in one heading. You could put 4 of those keywords in one heading, knock it out with one heading. It's not a one-to-one mapping. So if it tells you to add 23 more keywords and H2 tags, that does not mean you need to add 23 more headings. So it's not one-to-one. So keep that in mind as well. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.